Hello everybody, today I'm going to be painting a daffodil scene and I decided to use watercolour, but you can use any kind of paint. You just need green, yellow, orange and possibly blue for the background. So if you have some paintbrush and water, we can get started. So we're going to start with painting our grass, just doing some strokes from the bottom upwards, as you can see. And it doesn't have to be neat, you can do some curved ones and straight ones, and we can see that I've added in some lighter green as well, so a mix of darker and lighter, just doing our strokes to create our grass. And I've added in a little bit more just to make it a little bit further. So next I've done a little bit of a background with my watercolour. I've just gone and done a light shade of green behind my lines. So I'm just continuing to paint my green area, my grass, and next we're going to start painting one of our daffodils. So you start with one of your grass bits and then extend it up, as you can see I have done at the top, and that is going to be our stalk for our... Okay, so now I'm going to be painting my petals. I've started with painting two of my petals with my yellow, and they're sort of like a crescent shape. So have a go at painting those. Next I'm going to paint two more underneath the other petals. And the daffodils that I was looking at had a little orange bit as well, part of their petals, so I'm going to add that in. And I'm going to think about where my next daffodil is going to go. So I'm going to, again, do my stem coming up from the grass and then paint my two petals, my yellow petals. Of course, a little bit green, but that's all right. And then I'm going to paint another little petal, and I added a little bit of orange this time as well for the middle part of my petals. And there you can see I've got my petal on my daffodil, and I'm going to have a think about where my next daffodil is going to go. For my next daffodil I'm going to do the same step, painting our stem, then painting our petals, and then painting the orange part of our petals. Now you can see I've got my three daffodils looking quite lovely in my grass. I think that I'm going to paint one more on the right hand side, so I'm going to start again painting my stalk. There you can see my stalk, my green stalk, and next I'm going to add in my yellow petals. So I've got two petals, my crescent shaped petals that I've painted, and I think I'm going to add in two more petals. So I've got two more petals there. And to finish, I'm going to add in the orange part of my daffodil. I think it looks quite pretty to have a little bit of bright orange. Okay, so now we have our lovely four daffodils. I think what we're missing is the sky. So you just, if you have your water and just get a little bit of paint and make it a little bit of water free, doesn't matter if you're using poster paint, acrylic paint or watercolour, just get a little bit of paint and dip it in your water so that it's not too heavy, because we're just going to do a light shade of blue. So as you're doing it, try not to smudge your daffodils, just try and go around them if you can. I know it might be a little bit tricky, but just do your best. And we're going to cover the white part in blue, and just keep covering until it's all full, and it doesn't need to be very dark as well. You can see mine's quite light, so we're not going to ruin our daffodils. Just go around our daffodils. You can see I'm doing the next one, just around the daffodils, covering all the white space until we have our sky. So make sure all of your white space is filled in with your blue paint. And there you go, we have our daffodil scene. Thank you for joining in, and I hope you enjoyed painting daffodils today.